Hello everyone, this is Waldorf.
This is Statler.
And now we got Battle Report 121.
121.
Those numbers are really going up pretty quick, aren't they? I've played
Colonial
a lot
Carnage
lately.
2018 Game 4.
Yep, team tournaments.
6 balls.
Highborn Elves versus the Highborn
Play
Elves.
some snooker or some... yes. Get the billiard table out.
Yeah.
So this is your first game of day 2.
First game of day 2. Wake up in the morning.
Were you both in command of your senses?
We were both recovering.
And faculties?
We were both recovering. Yeah, we were both recovering. Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
So his build with the Highborn Elves was a High Prince General with Dragon Forged armor, a shield, spear, the protection of Dorak, the Sliver of the Blazing Dawn.
Was it Dorak or Dore?
Dore, whatever.
I don't remember when E or the end or not.
I'm going to call it Dorak. Sliver of the Blazing Dawn, which is the sword that every hit comes 2 hits.
Yeah. Well, the upgrades on her sword.
What's that? The spear.
Yeah.
The Willow's Ward for +1 armor and lowers impact hits. His commander is a BSB.
Oh, he's on foot?
He's on foot.
Okay.
His commander is a BSB. He's an adept. He's the Carnage Tower guy. With a great weapon, light armor, and Destiny's Call. So he did not take the magical heirloom. He took which is this is kind of my old build with this guy, with the Destiny's Call for the 4-up ward.
Right.
So he's got a 5-up, 4-up. My guy's got a 5-up, 5-up. So his wins. He has a mage who's an adept of cosmology.
I like 2-up.
With the magical heirloom. 33 citizen spears. Again, outnumber me in spears.
Yeah. And a better banner.
Full command, banner of Becalming, same banner. 2 units of 5 Highborn Lancers. He has musicians as opposed to my champs.
No, he's got Muse, Chinese.
Moo.
Yeah.
20 Flame Wardens, full command, and the War Banner of Rima. This is wrong. This should be two units of 1 eagle, not 1 unit of 2.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I'm just going to prove that point wrong.
Someday they're going to drop those extra eagles so cheap that people are going to start taking them as units.
No, they're not. They'll never do it. And I don't know if you saw the Hotfix reduced the price of the add-on eagle by 5, I think.
Yes, exactly.
It's like, why?
They keep dropping it by 5. Eventually, it'll be like 10 points, and you'll finally take them.
That was necessary to drop their points back. That was a Hotfix really worthy item. Anyway,
they're trying. They don't want them to be broken.
I guess they had to offset one of the nerfs to something else by giving the High Elves a buff by reducing the additional eagle by 5.
Highborn Elves got no complaints.
It's a trade-off. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, 16 Queen's Guard, musician. They also have spears.
More moo.
2 Sky Sloops and a Fire Phoenix with the Warden's Bond. That's the rider guy that makes it come back on a 3.
Right. Gotta take that upgrade if you take them.
So here we have the refused flank.
Okay, he has an actual Sky Sloop model.
He does. A pair of them. There's one. You can't see it.
Can't see it, yeah.
You can see the eagle pulling it down there.
I see some eagles, yeah.
This guy right there is
or
the one
hawks or
pulling
whatever
it.
they're supposed to be, yeah.
Makes up for it by having an empty tree for his other eagle and a empty base for his phoenix.
I'm assuming these things are on the side of the table somewhere.
They are. His phoenix had fallen off earlier.
Flopping around, yeah.
It was flopping around. Anyway.
Okay, so we have 1 hill. Not
2
much
hills.
terrain. Oh, it's 2 hills. There it is. Okay.
Look, 2 forests with trees.
With trees, yeah.
Impassable.
I'm noticing the winter forests seem to keep their trees.
They do.
It's leaves. You had a problem with leaves.
We have an objection to leaves.
Yes.
Well, I've got this fire-breathing dragon.
Exactly. I'm like green. You know, like even though you have the attribute, you don't like anything living around you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Water feature.
And ruins and what's that thing?
Another impassable. And then, yeah, you're right, the ruins. So this is a spear block. Up here on the hill is his flame wardens.
Is the water in that fountain frozen?
It is. It's not a column, it's a fountain.
It looks like a fountain to me.
He's got some Highborn Lancers, Sky Sloop, Eagle.
Okay.
Like I said, Citizen Spears. These are the Queen's Guard.
Those are Citizen Spears?
These are spears.
Okay.
Queen's Guard with the bows and spears. These are another unit of Highborn Lancers.
Oh, the Lancers, okay.
And they're the real Lancers don't look that heavily armored. Anyway.
Well, you got the barding on the front.
Yeah.
They're nice models.
Flame Wardens.
Except for their heads.
Flame Wardens, Eagle, Sloop, and Flame Phoenix.
Okay.
And you can see me deployed out here, just
straight
flop
across
down.
battle line.
Straight across battle line, and it was a full deployment early because I
Yep.
wanted to go first.
It's cross deployment, yeah. Might get a charge off.
So there's a better view
Mm-hmm.
of his. He does have it. There's his Eagle flopping around there beside it.
Mm.
See him right here.
Yeah. Looks like an old Wood Elf hawk.
Could be. And you can see those are the Reavers. I mean the Highborn Lancers there in the front and off to the right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you have. And then my army deployed out that. And there's my right flank with my lane Reavers just hanging out here by the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So turn one, we move forward. Let's go get them, boys.
Mm-hmm.
No use to hang back. My thought was to shoot up his Sky Sloop with both of mine. What I forgot, of course, which I always do, is the
Is it yours are bigger?
mine are much larger and easier to hit.
Yeah.
That's why I forgot completely that his is, that the Sky Sloops are hard target.
Yes.
So I'm needing 5s to hit the thing.
I need 6 to hit you. You're in the woods.
It was, but I need 5s to hit him.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have gotten one shot up. I
Yeah.
put 2 wounds on it, but nowhere near what I was looking for. Magic put on Healing Waters onto my.
Oh, so you want to get rid of him and not the Phoenix? Okay.
Yeah, I'm much more worried about him than
Yeah.
the Phoenix. He can do stuff to my dragon that the Phoenix can't.
Mm-hmm.
Again, put Healing Waters. The standard move is Healing Waters on the
Right.
those guys because they always get shot up.
Yep.
And I'm expecting the Highborn Lancers to swing out of the way and let those Queen's Guards just light up my Swordmasters.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Is what I'm expecting.
Mm-hmm.
You can see me deploying over there with the Highborn Lancers, making sure he can't get around my flanks. Kind of a standoff. So his Sky Sloop shoots away. What's he doing? Oh, that's the 2 wounds I put on. I guess I was showing you. His Highborn Lancers have moved out down there. They charged. What did they charge? They charged at my
Sky Sloop.
Sky Sloop. My Sky Sloop wanted no part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So he another odd move.
He redirected into these guys.
He redirected into the
Because kill a few before you wipe them
line
out.
guard. That's kind of what he said. He's like, "I'm gonna take a few with me."
Yeah.
I'm like, you're welcome to them.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know whether that once they failed their charge against the Sky Sloop, he wasn't sure what to do with them because he didn't want me hitting them and running through them.
Yeah.
Because that was going to mess up his plans. I don't know. So
Did you
there
have a
you
banner of Reem on them or something?
no,
Oh, okay.
the Rima banner is only on the Flame Wardens up on top.
Oh, okay.
Guys on the spears have
Okay.
the calming.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's
I guess he figured if he just failed, he'd be sitting out there and you'd kill him anyway and then overrun into something.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He didn't
Yeah.
want him giving me the speed boost.
Right.
So his mage decides to cast and
In a blur, causes 3 wounds.
causes 3 wounds to me.
What did he cast? Do you know? I don't remember what magic he had.
I think it was the D3 wound snipe spell.
Okay.
Cosmology.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Could be.
The Queen's Guard open up, start shooting, and shoot off.
Oh.
What did they shoot off?
Don't know because you looked like you did the fight for the Lion Guard.
Yeah. All right.
Must have missed a picture.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Did they help on the dragon or something?
Maybe they helped fight.
Yeah,
Put
I
wounds
guess.
on the dragon.
Guess we'll see if there's anything else. I don't see anything else missing any wounds anywhere.
They did put. If you notice, they did put 4 wounds on. He did take 4 Lion Guard with him.
Yeah.
With his Highborn Lancer charge of death.
Yeah.
And he's brought his Highborn. He brought his eagle over on my side and turned it to face his own army. So now I'm just going to kind of ignore it because I forget it's not mine. It's a cunning ploy
Yeah.
that I'll just forget and just consider, oh, well, this must be mine. It's on my side. It's with my guys.
He's got the tree effect like you do.
And he's got a tree effect helping it, Anyway, so that's it. Overall picture going into turn 2. And I've lost my big green die.
You've lost it?
Yeah, I got a blue die now.
You permanently lost it or just lost it for this game?
I actually found it.
Okay.
I was going to build suspense, but you kind of blew it. And,
Okay.
when it shows up again for the next game.
Oh, is that what it is?
That was what I was looking for.
So it was in your pocket?
It was the whole time. Actually, I had left it on the table on the other end of the hall. And when I moved back to the other end, I was like, hey, that's my die.
There you go.
Anyway, so from here, in a bold move, unheard of from me in this tournament, the dragon is going to charge on turn 2.
Wow.
The dragon and the lion guard both charge into the unit of spears. So there's turn 2, and there's the result. I wanted the dragon on this side, so he would be further away from the center of the board. This was a terrible mistake. I did because I put the dragon into the ruin, which is 3 tests on 2. He took a wound flying in.
Right.
Anyway.
And you're fighting against some guys that are hard to get rid of.
And fighting against guys hard to get rid of. But I'm only lined up on 1.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have many attacks on me.
There's got a lot that can help, although your flank, I guess, is okay.
Right. But I'm looking at where I would have been on the other side.
Right.
The flame wardens may have been able to get in.
Can they get into the...
They cannot.
Okay, so they can't get... Okay,
they can't get into that one, but if the dragon was over there, I'm pretty sure they could.
They would have been able to get in. Okay.
So I think it was the right choice, even if I put him in there.
Yeah, there's no help, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine. You got time.
My sky sloop that fled rallied. My other sky sloop pulled out of the woods and turned around to get rid of that eagle.
Okay.
And the reavers circled around behind it to help.
You got bows on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I paid for bows.
Okay.
2 points a model. It's worth it.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So fight ensues. I unleash both breath weapons.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. You got through those 4 up Aegis to get through.
And you could see the number of dead over there on the left. I think he's down to 15 out of his 30-some.
Oh, wait, these aren't the flamethrowers. These are the spearmen.
These are the spearmen.
I'm sorry. Yeah. These aren't so hard to get rid of. Okay.
Yeah, but they went first.
They're going to kill some guys is their only issue there.
Yeah, they went first because they're only hitting the front, so they're +2 initiative. They're initiative 7.
Right.
So they butchered a lot of lion guard before they could even go.
Yeah.
I think he killed 5 and 4, 9. I believe he killed 9 of my lion guard.
Yeah, it's hard thing.
But you can see the pilot dead there, and that's not even counting that fountain that was in the middle unit, which is a 6 models.
Okay.
So
he fled.
He has a rerollable 9.
Wow. He fled, and you chased him.
He was just out of. I think he was like 14 away from his general on the hill.
And he rolled 2 10s.
But he was a 9, so he rolled 1 10 and something else.
Okay.
So he left. The lion guard decided to pursue.
Yeah.
The dragon did not, because I did not want to have to run him out of the ruin.
I'd rather just face him into something.
And so that's what you have.
So you caught him and you smacked into the...
I ran him down, caught him and killed him, and then
now you have this Queen's Guard on your flank.
And have the Queen's Guard on my flank, which I'm not that worried about. It's 2 ranks. I mean, they'll win, but if they come over there, that means they're not shooting, and if they're right there, then Mr. Dragon can go talk to them after they...
You don't have a character in that unit, though, right?
In this unit?
Yeah.
What do you mean a character? No character.
So they're not
he'll come and eat me.
Yeah.
If he wants to come fight me, he'll probably win. I mean, he'll definitely win.
Yeah.
It's just how much. Whether I break or not, and whatever.
Oh, he has a character with him too, though, doesn't he?
He has no character. That's
that's
just a fancy model.
Okay.
His mage, his Carnage Tower mage was in.
Was in the. Then that was a real good move. Okay.
Yeah, it crushed him.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, see, there's where we have it going into his turn, and I did shoot off the eagle with the sky sloop.
Okay.
His eagle.
You sure it wasn't the Reavers?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Also, on the far right, I just marched the Swordmasters marched up to here, roughly here, and then I advanced them forward. Magic moved them forward.
Okay.
Just to get out of arc of the Flame Warden.
Sure.
I didn't have enough to march him to
Right.
do the sweeping attack,
Yeah, you can't do anything about him.
but at least got him.
And he's a
close.
flyer, so that, but at least you're out of this Flame Warden's front.
Correct.
Okay?
Well, now he's, this way I'm looking at it. He's got to feed me something here because he can't afford this unit to. He doesn't want it to hit either one of the units in front of it.
Yeah, it's an eagle right behind him, though.
Yeah, he doesn't want it to hit on the unit of the Flame Wardens.
I mean, he can fly over you, burn you up, and reposition
Right.
the other guy. So he's fine.
So the Lion Guard do what they Lion Guard do.
Mhm.
They butcher that unit,
Yep.
and they should just reform. There they go.
Oh, you reformed. Didn't go off the table. Okay.
And reform. And let's see if you can tell. What he did was the Queen's Guard up on the top left actually backed up about 2.5 inches.
Okay.
Therefore, when I reform, I'm going to be 5 inches away from him so he can stand and shoot.
Okay.
So he backed up and poured shots into the dragon.
Right. Okay.
So when I killed the Sky Sloop, I reformed back this way, so I'm really close to these guys.
And you were marking your center. That's what those four
And
guys
this
said?
was where I was marking my center before I reformed them.
You were trying to decide which way you're going.
Yeah, I didn't want to go at them
Yeah.
because, like I said, they would have a stand and shoot, and they have spears, so they're plus
Yep.
2 initiative.
Yeah. No.
So they're going to go first.
Yep.
And the more I play the Lion Guard, the more I realize this is kind of a quasi-elite unit.
It's elite.
I mean, it's the same initiative as the other elves, and one better weapon skill than core. So I mean, they're I call them quasi-elite.
They're elite.
They're really good though.
You look at other people's armies, not just other elves.
I look at elves. I compare them to elves.
Yeah.
Can't compare them to other people's armies. I
So,
don't
yeah.
have other people's armies.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You do.
I do. I have my
Compare
own.
them to your orcs and goblins.
They're fantastic. Moving on to turn 3.
Your elite orcs and goblins, compare them. So,
Moving on to turn 3. There we have it. So he's put a couple more wounds on the dragon. The dragon is now up to 5 wounds on it. It has 3 left. Moving on. Let's see. Get that. And you can see on the left, he's brought his eagle up to sit in front, to chaff up my swordmasters. His flame phoenix flew over my swordmasters, killing 2. And the Sky Sloop pulled back to here, back behind the Queen's Guard, and put more shots into the dragon. Between the Queen's Guard and the sloop, they put 2 more wounds on him. Like I said, I'm up to 5 wounds on him. So my turn. My turn to charge the swordmasters into the bait. Might as well. I mean, it's the eagle. He's going to feed me the eagle. I might as well eat it.
there you go.
And the Lion Guard
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. The Lion Guard take the charge into the Highborn Lancers, in the top right of this picture. They elect to stand because if they run, they're just going off the board. So he just decided to stand to hope to do a wound or 2 on the way out.
Yeah.
So my dragon with 3 wounds left on it, I gotta get it. It's got 3 wounds left. He's got the Sky Sloop and still got 16 Queen's Guard sitting just off the top of this picture, waiting to shoot me off. So I have to fly out of this zone, and I have to take a march move, basically, out of the ruin. And I've got 3 wounds left. And you know how many dangerous terrains I take?
How many?
3 tests.
There you go.
So I'm like, well, unless I fail all 3, I'm okay, right? I took 2. I took 2. I have 1 wound left on that poor dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not pleased.
Yeah. Are you far enough away from this Queen's Guard?
I am not quite. I'm out of range of the Sky Sloop, but not the Queen's Guard. So, there you go. 6 wounds.
Just to make it
3,
more
4, 5,
impressive.
6, 7 wounds.
Instead of putting one big one down, you put a whole bunch of little ones down.
I did. Well, I kept picking them up. The idea is I keep picking them up and recycle them and getting rid of them. But it's not working too well.
Yeah, not in this game so far.
They're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there he is. Then I dropped the
Magical move.
magical move and
him to have
get
more.
further. So now
Further you can be,
I got
the better.
further and behind the rock.
Behind this rock, yeah.
Actually, at this range, I really didn't need the rock because he can't get to me yet. But
Every bit helps.
made me feel better.
Yeah.
Believe me, when the dragon's got one wound on it, it feels much better if you're behind a rock. All right, so there we have it. Both the sky sloops, and also to get within range to help heal the dragon, the Master of the Carnage Tower BSB walked out of the spear block.
Wait. He left your unit?
He did. First time this tournament.
Yeah.
It's game 4. The first time this tournament I've left the unit.
I didn't think it was possible with this
like,
army.
This is like a record for me.
It is for this army.
No, for me, just pure me to keep him in there for those first 3 games.
For this army. If you're Orc and Goblin turn 2, all of your guys would be all over the place.
Of course. Oh, and they would never even been in the unit playing Equitame. Anyway, so he walks out to get within. Corner to corner was 12. Well, he was corner to corner with it 12 when it was here, and then he did the magical move, heal a wound, and push it back there. So it's feeling a little bit better when it's got 2 wounds left, and as you can see, I have the hereditary spell up, so I can prevent 1 wound if something somehow gets to me way back there. So both the sky sloops fire, and we killed, I think it looks like a bunch of Queen's Guard. I'm not sure how many it was. His sky sloop is now down to 1 wound left on it, and I forgot what put that final one. He counts. He's one of the guys that counts down. So he has a single wound left there. The sword master is, of course, on the left. Just butcher that eagle. And that's where that turn is going to end. And if you notice, I was feeling very confident at this point because like I said, I'm doing well, pushing things. If you'll notice what I did with the sword masters, they are in the arc of the eagle, of the flame. The flank is anyway, I've exposed my flank to the phoenix.
Right.
When I could have done that.
Yeah. But you didn't.
But I didn't. Like, okay, fine. And because I didn't do that, the eagle declares a charge. Sorry, the phoenix declares a charge on me, which I fail my terror check and run.
Okay.
And he rolls high and catches me.
And catches you.
So because I wasn't paying attention, I just gave him 500 points. Not great.
Well, he could have marched and flown over your spearmen and zapped them, and
I would have much rather had that.
And been in your rear area.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I could have turned to face him. I'm not worried. I've got everything for front shaft. And you can see where my line guard have come up. I keep line guard because they're lions.
Yeah.
The Highborn Lancers have come up the middle field to attract the attention of the Flame Wardens.
Right.
So after he goes and catches those, he does declare the charge on the Highborn Lancers, who flee into the forest, take a couple dangerous terrains, but they're fine. But he does not redirect. So we move on to turn 4. My turn 4. That's what we look like. I rally the Highborn Lancers and bring up the other Highborn Lancers towards the center of the board. His Queen's Guard shot last turn, since they couldn't shoot at the dragon.
Right.
They shot the Lion Guard that were up there on the top, and actually caused a couple wounds and panicked them off the board.
Really?
780 points.
That's much more painful.
Yeah. So now I've lost both my elite units, and that's a big chunk of points.
Yeah.
So he's chipping away and getting back into the game, unfortunately.
Yes. Yeah, because it looked like it was over for him. Yeah,
it was well over for him when that big unit block left. But he's, like I said, he's chipping his way, getting back in. So my last Elaine Reaver decides he needs to take one for the team.
Elaine Reaver?
Elaine Reaver. It's a Ray Reaver named Elaine.
There you go.
He goes up, sits in front of the block. Somebody's got to take it. And that's the end of my turn. I've shot up some more of the Queen's Guard. He's down to just the front rank only. So the Flame Wardens come kill the Reaver. There you go, smack it, and then they turn back to face the center of the board. So now they're really close. I'm racking. Again, another oversight is I am like 8 inches away with this unit of spearmen from the center of the board, so I'm not scoring points. I've only scored 2 points.
Okay.
So just not quite enough to make me real comfortable.
You were worried about that unit.
I was. So turn 5, it's the Eagle's turn to come take the punishment.
There you
go. Over here, the Highborn Lancers charge into the Flame Phoenix, and the Dragon shifts all the way down. You know, gets another wound healed, and gets magically moved down here to the corner. So he's got a flank charge on it if it holds. Because again, I can't go into the center of the board with his shooting still alive.
Right.
So we have that, and it looks like the Oaken Throne and the Hereditary gets off again. No, just the Hereditary.
Just Hereditary. Okay.
I'm sorry, just the Oaken Throne.
Oaken Throne. Got the tree up. Yeah.
So both the Sky Sloops start shooting, and this time they have a really fun time and knock the Queen's Guard down to 3. But he makes his panic check and he sticks around. And I get the Awaken the Beast off. So the Highborn Lancers are coming in at strength 6 and their horses are strength 4. And I don't do a single wound to the Flame Phoenix. Meanwhile, he does 2 back to me.
Okay.
So I charge with 0 and he does 2 wounds, so he actually wins. But I am leadership 10.
And you're recharging.
And yeah, and stick around. So I lost by 1, but I do stick around. So going into the bottom of turn 5, that's what we have. Again, his flame wardens are tied up. They can't do anything.
So charge you.
But he does have a commander, a prince.
And
his prince declares a charge first on the Highborn Lancers, which flee.
Okay.
He redirects and charges into the Sky Sloop, which flees.
Okay.
Because now I've got him coming out of the unit on his own.
Yeah.
Which I'm very happy with. And means the Flame Wardens are going to get chaffed again because he cannot kill the Eagle.
Right.
Unless he gets lucky with the Sky Sloop or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you must have zapped the Queen's Guard at some point.
I did. Like I said, you were looking at your phone when I was saying that. I
was trying to find
3.
what the rule was. Yeah.
Anyway. So the Sky Sloop had declared a charge. Oh, the Sky Sloop also declared a charge at my Sky Sloop, but it was a long charge. I let it go. He rolled a 6 and something, and had just enough to jump over his own guys.
Oh.
And park in front of him.
So he can't see through him.
Yeah, but he can just move. It's a -1 penalty to shoot, but he can just step aside. So he ends there. Where's his character coming out of the unit? There it is. His character rolled fairly low coming out of the unit.
Doesn't matter.
Walked forward.
Wherever he rolled, he was in trouble.
Yeah. The unit, was facing the Eagle.
Facing the
did
other
a 90-degree turn and just moved.
Way.
The swift reform and move 5. Came around the corner. And that
surprising. Okay.
What's that? And that will bring it. He still wants to. What he's trying to do is get within.
We have the objective.
I'm not getting another point for this objective. Right now, it's going at the bottom of 5. It's going to be 2 to 1.
Right.
Because he got a point earlier somewhere, but it's 2 to 1 right now. Actually, he's in 6 of it right now, so it's 2 to 1. Because I haven't been paying enough attention and staying close enough to it with the spear block. So there we have it going into my turn 6. He's killed 2 more of the Silver Helms down here with his Flame Warden. His Flame Phoenix. But I've put 1 wound on him, maybe. I think it's 1 down there. So turn 6. There's my 6. The unit of spearmen charge into his prince.
Okay, no surprise
which
there.
is a forward turn, go in. He almost has to take it because he doesn't want me in the flank of this unit.
Where's your eagle?
My eagle has charged into his sky sloop because there you go. His sky sloop has a single wound left.
Okay.
So my eagle charged into the flank of it, turned around butt first because I don't want to.
You couldn't get the eagle into the side of the spearmen, of the flame wardens?
I could.
Without blocking yourself?
I could, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to kill his general.
Mm.
Not anyway. In my mind, I don't think I'm going to kill the general.
Okay.
So I come back here and try to kill his sloop because it has a single.
I don't think you kill him. You might run away from combat.
That is a possibility.
Yeah.
Because we did the math on that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go into that. So then, he's got 2 wounds left on the Flame Phoenix when I charged in.
Nice corner-to-corner charges.
So I went in and do a corner-to-corner charge, stay in the center of the board.
Yeah.
If you notice, I'm back up to 4 wounds.
Yep.
Only 4 wounds on me, which is making me breathe a lot easier. But the dragon does get into a second fight, as you can see. Over here. So, here's the choice. I do the math.
Mm-hmm.
I do the math, and if I challenge him, I win this fight by 4.
Okay.
If my champion challenges, he does the 4 wounds, wipes my champion out.
Yeah.
I win by 4. He tests once on a 6.
Mm-hmm.
No BSB.
Right.
Just one single chance on a 6.
Yeah.
If he sticks, he issues a challenge next time and butchers my BSB.
Or you refuse it. Or you can contact
Or I
him?
refuse it and he's, well...
Oh, I guess
he'll move down.
He'll try to move down.
Correct.
He might still fail that, but yeah.
He might fail that. But if he
he'll win, so he probably won't fail it.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, there's a good chance, like I said, there's a good chance if I don't kill him, which I'm probably not. He's got a chance on a 6. If he passes that 6, he sticks around and he butchers my BSB next turn.
Right.
So and the reform chance is on 3 dice, not just 2.
Yeah.
Because it's not a panic. Anyway, so I decide not to challenge him on the first turn. My BSB's on one corner, not touching him. My champ's on the other corner, not touching him.
He's got how many attacks?
He's got 4, but they multiply to 8.
Right.
And we go through the fight. He does all 8 wounds.
Yeah.
Hits all 4 times, multiplies by 8. Doesn't roll any 1s on the 8s to wound. So he ends up doing 8. I have a charge. I have a big flank. I have 2 banners, and I had 3 ranks, which was 8.
Right.
But since he's killed a full 8, he's knocked me down a rank.
Mm.
So he's got a 7. I only have 7 combat res to his 8. I do my attacks and slip 1 wound through on him.
Okay.
So I do manage this. It's a push. He sticks around, but I have no chance of breaking. And now I am within 6. So at the end of time, I'm up ahead 2-1 in points for the center of the board, and I'm within 6. So is he. So no one's going to get a point for the turn.
Right.
6.
Right.
Over here, the dragon finishes off the.
Yeah, I think I'd have been a risk taker, and that's probably a mistake in a tournament.
Oh, and tried to
charge the eagle in and then challenge them off and hoping.
Tried to overrun into the other one,
50,
run that combat.
Yeah, in the flank, and
I think. Well, the other reason, there's another reason for that one too.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is if I would have the reason not to do that is that.
Well, I think the reason not to do it is what you just did. You were guaranteeing your points and everything else.
You guarantee the point. The other reason though is if the spearmen do break him and get into that fight and fight it, then he turns, if he doesn't break, he turns to face the spearman and he has a round of facing the spearman.
Yeah.
As opposed to this way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just you disrupt him if you hit him on the flank. It's just...
Correct. So anyway, the Flame Phoenix dies over here on the left.
And you had so many attacks compared to him.
And on the right, the eagle that charged in, I put the buff to strength on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a strength 5 eagle, so it can get through and do that single wound.
So you learned with it why the problem is with 2 attacks.
What's that?
That an eagle having 2 attacks.
It won. It had 2 attacks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it died.
No,
Sorry.
the eagle killed the sloop.
Oh, okay.
The sloop
okay.
had 1 wound left.
The explosion was on the eagles. I thought it was like one of those. I came in and I can't believe it. It killed me.
Yeah. No, I went in, like I said, put the strength buff, went in, hit him once, wounded him, he died. The Queen's Guard break and panic.
Oh.
So they run. Now, that's not that unlikely. They're only leadership 8.
Right.
So they break and run. Or are they 9s? Anyway. One way or another, they run. And then on the final turn, he rolls to rally them on 3 dice and gets an 18. and the Flame Warden fight, not the Flame Warden fight, but the general fight on my Spearman. On this round, bottom of turn 6, I offer the challenge with my champ. He accepts it. He obliterates my champ. I've got 2 banners, 2 ranks, and that's where it ends.
Okay.
So he's got his general and the Flame Wardens, and that's the points he got. Then he says, "Oh wait, I forgot to roll my my Flame Phoenix." You know, because he comes with the Warden's Bond.
Oh, so he comes back, yeah.
On a 3, and he rolls a 2.
Oh.
So, I mean, that last turn, I got the, you know, I got basically half because of bad die rolls.
Rolls a 2.
The Flame Warden, I mean, the Flame Phoenix didn't come back, so he could have saved half those points. These guys didn't rally, so he could have saved half those points. Neither one works for him. It ends up being a 14-6, which goes to 17-3.
Because of the objectives.
Because of the objectives.
And where are you guys at this point in the tourney?
So now after game 4, we have jumped back up into place 2.
Okay.
And we are 11-8. We are 19 points behind the front runner. We're 19 points behind the number 1 team.
Catchable, but not easy.
Not easy. Behind us, we have a 22 point lead over the other CGL team. But the team we're playing will be the Green Dragons, who are only 4 points behind us. So they're only 4 behind us, and we're playing them. So that's going to be the determining factor for our tournament.
Yeah.
We need the brave companions, primarily the 2 or 3 members of the US ETC team. We need them to take a beating by the unfortunate thing is brave companions are in first. We're in second. They've already played us. The the Green Dragons are in third. They've already played them. The CGL number 1 team, the other CGL team, is in 4th. They've already played them. So the top team dropping all the way down to the team 5.
That's
the 5th place team.
Unfortunate.
To play them.
So
yes. We're relying on the 5th place team to do better against them. 19 points better against them
than you're doing
than we do against the 3rd place team.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's 4 points behind us.
Yeah. Not probable, but anything's possible.
So we're in a tight squeeze. We're still hoping for some luck and push this out.
But you're also hoping you don't get bounced.
But what's that?
You're hoping you don't get bounced.
Yeah, but we definitely don't want to get bounced because, like I said, we can't lose to these guys by more than 4 points, or we definitely drop out a second.
Right.
So, anyway, fun game, and we've got one left. So, thanks for listening.
See how it turns out. Till next time.